Welcome to Birds Play Sports, where we weekly cover Ravens and Orioles news. We're your hosts, TJ and Jared. And in this video, we're going to be doing a pregame of our upcoming matchup against the Broncos. A matchup in which, fortunately, we lost to the Browns. So we're rolling in, hopefully looking to get a rebound. Hopefully looking to correct our previous mistakes. Defensive mistakes in that game. But I think a matchup we should win. We usually fare well against rookie quarterbacks. I can recall last year, CJ Stroud.
This year.
We ended up last year we played CJ Stroud when he was a
No, I'm
rookie.
saying this year we played Jaden.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah, last year
Yeah.
CJ Stroud and this year Jada Daniels. He was on me already, but we do pretty good against rookie quarterbacks. And you know, hopefully we can continue that tradition, or that, performance against Bo Nix. Who me and you both weren't very high on him, in this year's NFL draft, but obviously the Broncos were and Sean Payton. So, just to sort of get into my opening thoughts, um, I want us to just get back to what we were doing during that 5 game winning streak. Not this cute football, these wildcats to Henry. I mean, if we're up, by at least 10 points, then yeah, go for it. But, you know, let's just stick to winning Ravens football, giving the ball to Derrick Henry, setting up Lamar for a very efficient passing, which he has been doing, despite not running the ball that much in the past 2 games, and letting Derrick Henry be our closer. I think we kind of got away from that in the Browns game. We weren't really scheming runs that worked. I feel like we kind of gave up on it. We could have tried it a little bit more. Like let's just say some plays a run was working to the left side or right side, or even though I doubt it would be the right side, but still, um, let's just try to stick with it a little bit more. Hopefully we do that. But I'm excited to see what Deontay Johnson does. I was very high on him when he was with Pittsburgh. I thought he was a very solid receiver. He actually had a Pro Bowl in 2021. So honestly, I'm hoping that I feel like he could be a more reliable target than Aguilar. And I'm kind of hoping that he can be that because I'm still not that high on Aguilar, to be honest. I mean, if I don't know if it's just me, but like if you look at the way he catches the ball, doesn't it seem like he always almost drops it, but then he somehow catches it?
Yeah.
It's always like that. And he should have for sure had that catch against the Browns for a first down that ultimately stopped our drive. I remember there was a catch he had against the Bills where Lamar just threw it in there, and yeah, he caught it. But if you look at the replay, it was all bobbling down here, like he barely almost caught it. So, you know, Deontay Johnson is very good with route running, which we haven't really seen from Ravens wide receivers that much besides Zay. And he has some reliable hands too. They could be shaky a little bit, but I think he's a good pickup, and I'm excited to see what we do with him. Um, and yeah, hopefully the offense can get back to normal. But what are your thoughts? Whether offense or defense about this game?
Yeah. The Broncos have a really, really good defense. We'll go over that during the stats. They're probably ranked very highly, in their defensive statistics, but so their offense just has to put up enough. And with our defense, the way they're playing, that might be the case. They might not need to score, a 30, 40 points to win the game. They might need to score 25 and they might win because we might only score like 20 or something, so because of the Broncos elite defense. So I don't know. Like, I'm very worried about this defense because we're gonna have to have a lot of conversations about this team if we wind up losing to a rookie quarterback, especially to the Broncos and Bo Nix. And you know, um, I don't know. I'm a little worried for this game, honestly. Because this could be like an easy. At least it's not like I guess it's not necessarily a trap game because the Broncos are doing pretty well. They are 5-3, just like us. But I don't know. I'm really concerned about this defense, but there's one thing I'm not as concerned about. I think the Ravens offense will do at least pretty decent. I don't know the Broncos' quality of opponent, but I know they played the Panthers last week, um, they obviously probably put a beat down on them. I think they only won like 28-7 or something, like 2014 or something like that. But so
Only.
I mean that's not like it's only a two-score game, but you know, um, I don't know. I just really feel like our offense is in need for a nice rebound game. Especially our offensive line, because our offensive line played like crap last week. I think they said like Falele allowed like 6 pressures. Stanley allowed a lot of pressures last week as well. So they led like five, I think. So it's going to be up to our offensive line. I mean, we ride and die with our offensive line, honestly. Because I mean, I guess that's kind of how any team works. But if our offensive line is not on it, it's not going to be a good day for us, honestly. And I don't know. I don't want Lamar taking a lot of hits. Especially since he was on the injury report this week. They said he was a rest day, but the injury report said back and knee. So gonna have to monitor that. Because he did take a lot of hits in that Browns game. He did have he was
Yeah.
on kind of a same situation after the Chiefs game because Lamar did take a lot of hits. He was running a lot. So maybe it's just the same thing there, but we don't need Lamar being injured going into the playoffs because I mean, obviously the thing last year was he went into the playoffs with a lower body injury already. I don't know if you heard about that, but
Mhm.
it was I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why he didn't take off on a lot of those plays, versus the Chiefs, in that championship game because he had that lower body injury. So I don't want him to go into the playoffs all banged up. I mean, obviously he's gonna be a little banged up because that's just the nature of being, playing football. But want to keep him as healthy as possible. The offensive line's got to step up, because I mean, just they just got to step up because we got to start winning some games now because 5-3 is not a pretty record in my opinion. I don't care what anybody
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
For an up and coming team, a team that was probably like like had one win at this point last year or two or three wins, and they were like 3-5, or they were 2-6. Maybe that looks nice for them because they're of a winning record. But honestly, for us, that's not pretty. 5-3 is not pretty. Should be 6-2. We should be 7-1. At least he's 7-1. But I don't want to put the and if or buts games right now. But um, like we need to be 6-3 by the end of this game.
Yeah.
Don't want to play butts games.
We always had to bring that back up. But I don't like that record either. I'm glad we think the same. I think it's ugly. I
Yeah.
hope we can change it. I want us to be 10-3. If we can make it
Yeah.
better. Let's go on another
Hell yeah.
5-game winning streak.
Yep.
Um, but I just wanted to add, I hope we see Marcus back in this game. You mentioned in the previous video, he was benched, and hopefully, that can be resolved. We can see Marcus back. I know we have a lot of gripes against him, as Ravens fans this season, but he is better than Eddie Jackson being out there. So
I'm not saying that
hopefully we can
much
get
though.
him back.
Like, what is it, like 74th and 75th right there? Like,
Yeah.
many ranked safeties on PFF. Like, it's like one goofball to another. But, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't know what do you think Marcus Williams did?
Maybe he just talked back to Harbaugh. You know how anal he is about his coaching and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I can imagine Harbaugh not wanting pushback. Like, I could see him in Easy's office, like, trade this asshole right now.
yeah, he
He
has
always just the
his.
same talk too. Like he's always like they'll go up to the podium and ask him. He's like, "Yeah, I think he's a great player and he had a great practice and I hope I think he's gonna have great things for us down the line." It's like, shut up, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, he said that about Marcus Williams yesterday. Actually, he said he
yeah,
had a great
he says
practice.
that about like everybody. Who he has conflict with or players not playing or whatever. He's like, "Yeah, I like him a lot." He always starts it off with that, like, "I like this guy a lot." Like, yeah, sure you do. I guess that's why he's on the bench making $80 million for freaking 5 years. So. Anyways, you ready to get into the stats?
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna stop sharing. That would have embarrassed. What is that? Why is my Microsoft Teams open? Anyways, the Denver Broncos, like I said, are 5-3. They just beat the Carolina Panthers. That's a disaster. You know what always makes me mad? The
What's up?
Panthers beat the Raiders the week after the Raiders beat us. So freaking Ravens, man, they
Even a bad
stink.
team can beat the Raiders.
Yeah, I didn't know I could move like that. Anyways, the Denver Broncos offensive statistics, they're averaging 21.6 points per game, which is 20th in the league. They're averaging 307.3 yards per game, which is 23rd and 25th in the league. I still don't know what points per play is. I've already looked that up, but they're averaging 0.353 points per play, which is 21st in the league. They're averaging 5 yards a play, which is 24th in the league. Their third down conversion rate is at 32.41%, which is 28th in the league. The fourth down conversion rate is 72.73%, which is fifth in the league. Their red zone scoring percentage is at 57.69%, which is 14th in the league, and they're averaging 2.1 touchdowns per game, which is 22nd in the league. So naturally, they're going to put up 40 points. Their passing statistics, they throw the ball 55.92% of the time, which is 17th in the league. Their 63.50% completion percentage is that's 23rd, which is 23rd in the league. 5.9 yards per pass, which is 28th in the league. 32.9 passes per game, which is 12th in the league. Excuse me. They average 185.9 yards per passing yards per game, which is 27th in the league. The interception thrown percentage is at 1.90%, which is 14th in the league. And the QB sack percentage is at 4.01%, which is first. So they're which means we're not getting home today. We're not getting home on Sunday. um let's see here. Where's the Oh, I like completely missed the Russians. I don't know why. I was like, and anyways, they run the ball 44.08%, which is 16th in the league. They average 4.5 yards per rush, which is 13th in the league. They average 27 rushing yards rushes per game, which is 27th in the league. Sorry, 27 rushes per game, which is 15th in the league. They average 124.4 rush yards per game, which is 14th in the league, and they average zero point 0.9 rush TDs per game, which is 15th in the league. So this offense isn't really that impressive. So like I said, naturally they're going to put up 40 points. So you can go off on the defense now.
Yep. So Denver's defense, opponent points per game, 15 points per game, which is third in the league.
Insane.
That was what we were at last year, right? We were like at 16 or 15.
It was something like that. It was gross.
Yeah. Um, opponent yards per game, 282.6, which is third in the league. Opponent points per play, 0.235, which is second in the league. Opponent yards per play, 4.4, which is first in the league. Opponent third down conversion percentage, 36.75, which is 16th in the league. Opponent fourth down percentage, 33.33, which is second. Opponent red zone scoring touchdown percentage, 41.18, which is third in the league. And opponent touchdowns per game, 1.5. Oh, wow, their defense is actually really good so far. And that was second in the league. Rushing, opponent rush play percentage, 41.57, that's 11th. Opponent yards per rush, 4 yards per rush, that's fifth. Opponent rushes per game, 26.5, that's 16th. Opponent rush yards per game, 106.4, that's seventh. And opponent rush TDs per game is like 0.5, so that's third. So, wow. I didn't know their rushing defense was that good. Um, Passing statistics. Opponent pass play percentage, 58.43, that's second, 22nd. Opponent completion percentage is 65.30. That's 18th. Opponent yards per pass, 5.9. That's first in the league. Opponent passes per game, 33.5. That's 22nd. Opponent pass yards per game, 173.6. That's fourth. Opponent interception thrown percentage, 2.61. That's 11th. And opponent sack percentage is 10.7. That's second. So I don't know. I guess in terms of their defense, you will have a little bit more success maybe passing the ball, but overall, they're really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's not a lot to look at here and be like, oh yeah, like I guess their pass defense will allow completions, or I'm sorry, if I'm reading that correct. Oh no, they won't actually. Um, I'm like
Is your
reading this
camera on?
wrong. Oh, sorry. I was reading this wrong. But they will allow completions though. They're 18th in the league, but I don't know, I am still concerned about this defense, especially against this offensive line. They can get to the quarterback, as you can see here. So, um, guys like Falele, guys like Makari, Rosengarten, they're gonna have to step their game up today or on Sunday, not today. But there's just some spooky stats with it being Halloween. I had to throw some one thing in there, Halloween. Only thing spooky about the Ravens is their performance last week.
You gave us a scare, all
Right,
right.
exactly. No, but in all seriousness though, I actually wanted to, who have the Broncos even played this year? Oh, perfect. Seahawks, Steelers, Bucks, Jets, Raiders, Chargers, Saints. So when they play a semblance of a good team, they don't really do that well. But they've beat the Saints, Panthers. They beat the whole freaking NFC South pretty much. Um, I don't know, not that impressive, I guess. But
Yeah.
Like I said, they're going to do great against us now. Um, but anyway, Bo Nix, to go on the individual player statistics now, Bo Nix is having a pretty decent rookie year so far. He's 165 for 261 with a 63.2 completion percentage. He has 1,530 yards. He averages 5.9 yards per attempt. He averages 191 yards per game. He has 8 touchdowns to 5 picks. He's been sacked 11 times this year.
Mm.
Javonte Williams has 90 carries on 345 yards, 3.8 yards per carry. Um, he has 2 touchdowns and he averages 43.1 yards per game. Um, I mean, Bo Nix, yeah, he's been running more than I thought he would have. 52 carries for 259 yards, 5 yards per carry, 4 rushing touchdowns, and he averages 32.4 yards per game. So really gonna have to lock in for him. Maybe one of those sneaky athletic quarterbacks. Look who this is. Remember him?
Taylor Batty.
Did we draft him?
Yeah, we did actually.
I feel like EDC has that one draft pick that never makes the team. Like remember the one year it was Caillou Blue Kelly?
Yeah, I haven't even heard of him anymore.
Pretty sure he's on the
Hmm.
Seahawks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember for certain.
Oh, yeah, he must
Um,
have went with Mac. Yeah.
is he though? I mean, actually, since we don't need this, bald kid.
What are you looking up? I'm just
He's on the Raiders. Sorry.
Raiders.
Wait, did we see him at all? Anyways, to move on to the receiving stats to get back on topic. Cortland Sutton has 29 reception on 58 targets, 377 yards. He averages 13 yards per catch. He has 2 touchdowns. He averages 47.1 yards per game. Josh Reynolds has 12 receptions for 19 targets, 183 yards, 15.3 yards per catch, a touchdown, and he averages 36.6 yards per game. That's funny. Lil Jordan Humphrey has 9 receptions on 27 targets, 174 or 177 yards. He averages 9.3 yards per catch, and he averages 22.1 yards per game. Javonte Williams has 27 receptions on 34 targets, 174 yards, 6.4 yards per catch, no touchdowns, and he averaged 21.8 yards per game. So that's probably it. Who's our starting tight end? Oh, this dude. So thank
Trotman.
God, thank God we don't have a freaking tight end tear us apart. But gonna need to lock up these receivers because did they scare you?
No.
So which means they're gonna tear us up. So anyways, you could read out the defensive stats here.
You that was a setup question. You set them up for that one.
Well, I mean, they're
Um,
not scary, but they're gonna tear us apart.
yeah, it's gonna be fun to see Lucas Crawl score a touchdown on Eddie Jackson.
Wait, who is it? Yeah, I can't wait for him to have a career game versus Eddie Jackson. We're just not calling him
Yeah.
Buddy Jackson. B U
But
T T
anyway,
Y.
but anyways, going on to their defense, Brandon Jones, who's their safety, has played all games so far, 61 total tackles, 39 solo, 22 assisted, one tackle for loss, 3 pass deflections, and 1 interception. Riley Moss also played in all games, 50 total tackles, 36 solo, 14 assisted, has 5 pass deflections and 1 interception as well. Cody Barton played in all games as well, 48 total tackles, an even split between 24 solo and 24 assisted. He has 1 sack, 1 pass deflection. Um, Justin Sternad also played in all games, 38 total tackles,
What is
28
that name?
solo. Sternad, uh,
It's like it looks
10
like there's a
assists.
letter missing.
Yeah, yeah, no. 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. So he's having a pretty good year so far. PJ Locke, PJ reminds me of Good Luck Charlie. PJ Locke, 37 total tackles, 26 solo, 11 assisted, 1 sack. He has 3 tackles for loss, 2 defended or deflections. Jaquan McKillen. I got this name wrong. Jaquan McMillan. Jaquan McMillan. 37 total tackles, 29 solo. Wow. 8 assisted, 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, 3 pass defended deflections. Is it deflections or defended?
Passes defended, I think. Or passes
Defended,
actually.
okay.
Let me hover. Defended.
Defended. Okay. So he's having a great season, Jaquan McMillan. Zach Allen also played in all games so far. 35 total tackles, 22 solo, 13 assisted. He has 4 sacks. Wow. And that's it for 10 tackles for loss. Wow. Alex Singleton. I've heard of him before. He's only played in 3 games. Wow, in just 3 games, he has as much tackles as half the team. 31 total tackles, 17 solo, 14 assisted, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass defended, and he has 1 interception. So he's a good linebacker. Jonathan Cooper played in all games, 31 total tackles, 17 solo, 14 assisted. He has 5.5 sacks. Wow. Six
You know,
tackles
sit
for
on
loss.
Lamar in this game.
We have Nick Bonito, uh, played in all 8 games so far. He only has 18 tackles. They have some funny names on the Broncos. 18 total tackles, 11 solos, 7 assisted. He has 6 sacks. Um,
So you shouldn't laugh at his name. He's gonna rip us apart.
he has 6 sacks, 6 tackles for loss. Um, Malcolm Roach, played in all 8 games. I'm gonna stop at Jonah Ellis. He has 18
Jonah.
total tackles. 8 solo, 10 assisted. He has a half a sack, and 2 passes defended. John Franklin Myers played in all 8 games, 18 total tackles, 8 solo, 9 assists, even split. He has 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. And Jonah Ellis played in all 8 games, 17 total tackles, 9 solo, 8 assisted. He has 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, 1 pass defended. So they have a lot of sacks.
And
All of these guys, they eat.
not to be forgotten, Pat Surtain
Oh,
down
Pat
here
Surtain.
with 3 interceptions and a touchdown this year and 6 passes defended.
I'm tripping. I don't know how I forgot about PS2. Okay.
Because he doesn't tackle a lot, it seems. It seems like a lot of their main guys who they're tackling.
Yeah. Um, yep. So they have a pretty good defense.
I could see the Broncos drafting that one guy from the Indiana. What was his name? Nduku or something like that. I forgot.
And Dooku.
Yeah, his name is Nduku or something like that. So I could totally see them drafting him. But
Oh.
let's see.
Oh yeah, Josh Reynolds had an accident. I think he got
Oh
shot at
yeah,
a
he got
club or
shot, didn't
something.
he? Yeah, so he probably
Yeah.
won't be playing, right? Well, I
I
guess
wouldn't
duh.
play him.
Yeah.
You don't know what Sean Payton thinks.
Yeah,
So I
Sean
wouldn't
Payton's
play
probably
him.
like, you
So
better get out there. So I guess we don't got to
you're
worry
not
about
tough.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. So who are their only receivers now? Like Sutton, Humphrey, and this dude?
Devontae Williams?
No, this dude.
Oh, Devon Vele.
Hmm.
They sound
No.
like Madden players that they just generate. Let's some trash talking before they end up being Hall of Fame Jerry Rice level guys on
Or they're
Sunday.
gonna freaking have like the Broncos commenters under our comments like how the Browns do us.
We respect you guys a lot. We're not trying to be disrespectful, but
Right, we're just joking around. We know
yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
but
thrash us around, especially offensively.
but yeah, it's just jokes here. We just like to mess around sometimes,
They
but
just jugs. Let's go to your
jokes.
score predictions.
So, about on our Birds of Prey score prediction. At least for me, I said last game the score would be 24-10. I feel like it would be this way for this game too, but I'm gonna be different. Um, hmm. I'm gonna say 30-17. I think it should be 30-17.
Uh, I don't think the Ravens eclipse 30 in this game. I think that they win 26-22. No, 26-23. See,
Okay.
the late game field goal. That's
Okay.
what I see.
Hopefully Tucker makes it. Um,
Or actually, I don't know if a late game field goal, but I could definitely see
yeah,
us.
don't put him in that position.
Right, because I'm like, what if it's windy? It's supposed to be in the 60s, so it'll be pretty nice in that game. It's gonna be sunny. So I wish it was cloudy though. I love the Ravens cloudy games. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Um, but like the way the AFC Championship weather was like the perfect weather.
Yeah. Hold
for a football game, in my opinion. Now, it wasn't a perfect result, but it was perfect weather.
on.
But anyways, that's my prediction. 26-23
Yep,
Ravens.
and I said 30-17 Ravens. So hopefully, we can get that done either or. But
Yeah, or it's like
yeah, or
what
but get it done or else. I'm just playing. But
are you gonna do? You're gonna throw you through that glass window behind you.
he'll probably get Roquan to do it, but okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, you know, that'll be it for this video. Just pregame, hopefully the Ravens can get the job done.
You just run away from Roquan. It's
Uh,
fine.
are you would too? Stop playing. You would too.
No, I'm
Stop
saying
playing.
you could just run away from him. It's not like he's gonna catch you.
Yeah, he probably would. He's an NFL linebacker. He's fast.
Yeah, but
It's
he's
like running away
fat.
from a bear.
It's like freaking
Okay.
gonna be huffing and puffing after you.
All right. Okay, Lee Evans. All right. Anyways, oh, you didn't get that. Okay. Anyways, all right, that's all we have for you guys in this video. Jared trying to embarrass me here. But make
You
sure you
yourself.
comment. No, make sure you comment and oh yeah, we're also going to the game on Sunday. We're also going to be at the game. So we'll be able to shoot some nice footage, add it to the YouTube, add it to the TikTok. So make sure you check that out on our social medias, on our Instagram as well. Make sure you like and comment on this video. What do you think the score will be? What are your thoughts on the offense? What should we do? And are you looking forward to Deontay Johnson? He should be making his Ravens debut. Oh, he's not?
Oh no, I mean I'm excited. I didn't know why I'm excited, and I don't know if he's gonna make his debut. I would imagine
Okay.
so.
Well, he should. Yeah, he should. He should make his debut against the Broncos on Sunday. So, hopefully we get to win. Also check out our second channel, Casual Cinema. And that's all we got for you guys. We're Birds Play Sports, and we're out.
Bro.